Hello. My point or my claim is that Chipotle is the healthiest Mexican fast food place. Chipotle serves fresh food at a very quick pace. According to Steve Ells, the founder of Chipotle, he says, today, even with 30,000 employees, the crew will come in the morning and see all this fresh produce and meats they have to marinate, rice they have to cook, and fresh herbs they have to chop, says Ells. There have been many opportunities over the years to take that all away and replace it with processed food and to make it quicker, but they've done just the opposite. And that sort of freshness correlates to the taste of the food when you eat it. Another thing that makes Chipotle different from other fast food restaurants in the health-wise is that 100% of their chicken is not given antibiotics and given I think it's a vegetarian sort of seed, like a good diet. They're not injected with no hormones or anything so they don't get sick. And the pork is also 100% organic, as in it's naturally raised. Chickens, it's not so easy to do that, but with the pork, they let them roam around free instead of like in cages and confined. And same thing with the beef. It's naturally raised, which is difficult, and they make it sort of their mission because not a lot of farmers do that. It's a lot harder. You need more land. You need more resources. It costs a little bit more. Hence, Chipotle is a little bit more expensive than Taco Bell and Del Taco. And the dairy also does not contain the growth hormone RBCH. And Chipotle wants you to change the way you think about fast food. Instead of it being disgusting, it being more healthy for you. And that's on their website. And it seems that people nowadays are responding more to the health-conscious decisions. The business plan that they've come up with being with environmentally responsible and treating their animals right before they slaughter them for food has really started to catch on. According to Quantcast, Chipotle serves about 91,000 people a month. And Chipotle's finances in 2011 showed total annual revenue reaching $2.2 billion. And the same store sales increased 11.2%, and the operating margins hit 25.9%. It seems like people enjoy and like and appreciate a company such as Chipotle that serves you quickly, being conscious about your health. And even though you can overdo it with the burrito and throw everything in there and use up all your calories for the day, it's all about what you want to do with it. Like you can not get the tortilla and get the salad instead and save yourself some carbs and not go crazy with it, because they have everything posted on the menu, like how many calories this is and how many calories the beef is, or if you get the pork. And that is why I believe Chipotle is the healthiest Mexican fast food choice, because they're just looking out for us and the animals as best they can.
You get the outline and bibliography there that you can give me? Thank you. All right, well, you start off well giving us the claim. That's fine. And I thought it was kind of interesting that the first piece of testimony you give us is from the founder of their own site, talking about how great their company is. That might be a little bit biased. It might have made more sense to have a more independent authority talk about the quality of the food as a way of getting us into this. And a lot of your information later on also comes from the site for the company itself. So there's a little bit of self-aggrandizement in that. And I think that you want to look for independent information to support some of those points. I did think that you had some statistical information later on in the speech that talks about the success of the company. Some of it was a little bit confusing. You mentioned that 91,000 people served. 91,000 people, I'm not sure that was enough to generate $2.3 billion in revenue. I don't know, maybe that those numbers work in some other kind of unit. For example, that's per franchise or per month or something like that. It just seemed a little bit odd that the numbers were coming out the way they were. And sometimes numbers are presented and they aren't really being used to generate anything. The fact that the company's got this amount of success and everything doesn't necessarily show that it's the healthiest fast food alternative. It just shows that it's a successful fast food alternative. I've heard of free-range cattle. I've never heard of free-range pork before, so that was a little bit different. Interesting information. It felt a little bit like you were wandering around in the middle and in the end of the speech, and you weren't quite as focused as you were at the beginning of the presentation, so you need to structure it a little bit more. Look, I think that you have a relaxed delivery, and that's okay, but you also need to have some energy and point to what you're talking about, or else we're all just going to relax too much, and by the time you get halfway through the speech, we're going to be tired. So you need to have some energy level a little bit higher. I like that you're calm when you're talking to us. That part's good, but you also need to be excited about what you're talking about. And it just doesn't seem like you get a lot of passion into it, and I think you could probably have more passion, especially since you seem enthusiastic about the food there. All right, thank you.